Oh, welcome to the King Joe Show. We're real, raw, and righteous. Tonight we've got two sophomores making headlines, but let's not get into it. Niggas showing love with one hand and throwing shade with the other. Right? We're gonna talk about Caitlin Clark, the top vote getter in the WNBA All-Star history with 1.3 million votes from the fans, and the hate that's coming her way. And Angel Reese is balling, but let's pump. You know what it is. This is your boy KDJ, King Joe, King Joe Show, late night. Let's go.
Took some overtime to get the time right. Had to lose a little mind to get my mind right. Finally realized, but in hindsight, you wanted the limelight. Me priority never once. You kept close but never really wasn't. I accept you like a focus. Agree with all your choices. Needed you to need me. Needed you to see me. Until I found the right direction, I think my reflection would agree. Had to find the me in me.
The Short Sport by King David Jordan.
Y'all, what's going on in the sport? We had a great weekend this weekend. Great Independence Day. People showed up, showed love. Thank you so much. Meet and greet. Thank you everybody who showed up to the Independence Day bash that we had this past weekend here in my home. Also, thank you to Oakville Baptist Church for a lot of people yesterday. Showing up yesterday. Shout out. But you know, it's been a long weekend. So, you know, I'm a little tired. I'm a little tired, but hey, it's so much to talk about. It's so much to talk about today. We're going to get it straight with a lot to talk about. And I want to just say thank you, welcome to the show. If you don't mind hitting the like and subscribe button, that would definitely mean a lot to me if you can hit that like and subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. To those who are subscribed, thank you for coming and spending time with me tonight. We here late night, and we get them thumbs up if you can hit those thumbs up. We're here late night tonight, and we got some things to talk about. How's everybody doing? What's up, Mark? What's going on, Mark? Good to see you, brother. First, I want to say hello and welcome to the King Joe Show. Well, we keep it real and we keep it raw. We keep it righteous. Tonight, we have two sophomores that are in the headlines, and they're pretty popular sophomores. If we want to talk about that, they're pretty popular sophomores. We got one, Miss Angel Reese's Pieces, right? The Angel Reese, real popular, who's been balling recently. We got to give her props. She's been balling pretty well. She's been playing well, and we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show. But we're going to start with the big news and the superstar herself, Miss Caitlin Elizabeth Clark. Yeah, we got to give her a hand. Caitlin Clark, the top vote getter in the WNBA All-Star history, with over 1.3 million votes from the fans. That's historic. That's legendary. That's impactful. But the question is that we have to ask ourselves is, what do the players think? How do the players feel about it? Well, we got the numbers in, and with the numbers that we have in now, we found out that Caitlin Clark has now been ranked. Her and Aaliyah Boston have both been ranked number 9. Number 9. Both have been ranked number 9. Shout out to the Clark Report on X. If you have not joined it, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe on the show. So WNBA voted Caitlin Clark as the 9th best guard in the league. They also voted Aaliyah Boston as the 9th best forward and center in the league. It really is Indy against the world. And what's really funny about this, what's really kind of funny about the whole thing with this going on, Aaliyah Boston is kind of just catching the strays. Right? She's, a lot of people say, oh, well, Aaliyah, she's catching the strays for being on the same team as Caitlin Clark. Let's keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. Now let's talk about it. 9th for both of them. Let's start with Caitlin, right? 9th for Caitlin, that's not just disrespect. That's the league and the ladies sending a message. That's the ladies sending a message. Okay? 9th in the league. And if we was to sit there and look at the list of players that they have ahead of Caitlin Clark, you guys won't believe. If you look at the numbers and the players that they put Caitlin behind, and we've been saying for the last 2 years, I know I've been saying, I know other Caitlin Clark fans have been saying it, I know a lot of industry media have been saying it on the bigger industry stages. A lot of them have been saying for the last 2 years, what's up, VVS? What's up, VVS? A lot of us been saying, for listening, shout out to the moderator. VVS, shout out my brother. Listen, a lot of us have been saying that, hey, the WNBA players have an issue with Caitlin Clark. And the media and everybody else have been, no, it's not true. They're just competitive women. It's not true. They really like Caitlin. It's not that we don't like her. And we've been saying for years, we've been saying for the last 2-3 years, we've said the last 2 years that the WNBA does not like Caitlin Clark. They have a vendetta against them. They have a vendetta against them. And it was like, no, it can't be. And if we really, and 2 years ago, I said something that people got so upset about me. Oh, they were definitely upset. They were infuriated about me saying, furious, if I could talk tonight. They were furious about me saying this. And I said, listen, a lot of people hate on Caitlin Clark because she's white. And what we're seeing is, we're seeing racism by a lot of the black players. They're saying, hey, we've been doing this for years. We've been doing this. And Caitlin Clark has not been the knee. And we talked about it last year when we talked about Paige Beckers that got on when she won the ESPYs and she went all, okay, love is everything. And then, the black women and blah, 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 blah. She bent the knee. We talked about it. But Caitlin Clark didn't. It was like, I don't have to bend the knee. She kinda. I think she spoke her how she really feels about. Hey man, there are great players that I looked up to coming in the league and that built the league. Maya Moore is my favorite player. I think that's true. She said that all her life. But you had certain players that came in and bent the knee. Came in and did this. And this is one thing I know about my ladies. I'm married to a black woman. My mother was a black woman. My sister's a black woman. My niece is a black woman. This is one thing I know about black women, right? If they don't like you, they really ain't got no work for you. Let me say they get the black man. If black women don't like you, they really ain't got a lot of work for you. What do you mean by that, King? I see black women, because they didn't like someone, not even try to deal with them when that person was probably the best thing for them to deal with. They would rather deal with somebody that's not as talented, that's not as beneficial towards them, that they like, than deal with the person that's the best for them. And we've seen this type of entitlement for years. Years. And we continuously tell you, I had this argument with my significant other all the time. I said, baby, listen, you need to make a decision because some of the decisions you make are just not that great. You make a decision off of emotions, right? And this ain't this. Somebody's like, oh, he's putting on black. No. I want you to hear what I got to say. I want you to listen. Listen to me. I'm not. This is also a repertoire that makes a lot of women great and do great things. But at the end of the day, when I sat there and I saw what was going on with Caitlin Clark, And I saw this. I said, hey, man, these people don't like Caitlyn. And a lot of other people said the same thing. They don't like Caitlyn. And it didn't matter how much me, Stephen A. Smith, and other people try to sit there and say, hey, man, y'all should ingratiate yourself with this young lady. She is the ticket. They was like, no, we will not. We don't need her. We do not need her at all. And this is the thing that's happening right now in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark was just voted with the most votes ever in the history of the league. In the history of the W. In the history. The most ever. And you know what they said? She's not the best. Instead of jumping on and saying, okay, yeah, we need to push her up. Let's lift her up. You know what the player said? Man, she ain't even in the top 5. She's not even a top 5 player. Never mind the fact that as soon as Caitlin Clark gets off the bus, they're guarding Caitlin Clark. No one else is. Can we keep it 100 and buck and honest about this? No one. They get up for Caitlyn like they get up for no other player in the WNBA. They get up for Caitlyn more than they get up for Asia. They get up for Caitlyn more than they get up for Aguma K. They get up for Caitlyn more than they get up for Skylar Diggins. They get up for Caitlyn more than they get up for any other player in the WNBA. These young ladies get up for Caitlyn more than anybody else. And it could be because, you know, people actually watch the game when Caitlyn is playing. You was sad. It could be that these crowds and they see they you know, they ain't playing for those in a while since college. You know? And we're sitting here saying, yes, you're right. You do get more crowds. Yes, you're right. You do get a bigger TV audience. Yes, you're right. Artists. But what we see is we see a lot more vitriol and a lot more pep in their step when Caitlyn's in town. When Caitlyn's on the floor. It's a little bit more edge and physicality. It's a little bit more playoff mentality when Caitlyn's on the floor. King, what are you talking about? Listen, when Caitlyn gets off the bus, they're guarding Caitlyn from the point she gets off the bus all the way through. I'm talking about 90 feet. No other player in the NBA do they guard like this. None. Last night, and I'm going to use Angel Reese as an example. Can I use Angel Reese as an example? This is for the Reese's Pieces. Because you know, everybody's talking about how great Angel Reese is playing, and she's now the point forward. And I told you, I said, you know, Angel Reese is, you know, she's not Magic Johnson. She's not that. Not Magic. You know, because you know they want to be like it's Caitlyn is Larry and Angel is Magic. It's not that. She's not Magic Johnson. Angel Reese is, she's a rebounder. She's Dennis Rodman. Ben Wallace. And now she's upgrading herself to Draymond Green. Now they're trying, Tyler Marsh, her coach, has her bringing the ball up the court. And I sat there and watched the game last night. And I sat there and I'm screaming at the screen. And I don't understand it. I don't understand it for the life of me. I don't understand it for the life of me. I'm sitting there screaming at the screen. Why y'all won't press them? I gotta admit, the coaches in the WNBA, until they come to Caitlyn, all the coaches in the WNBA are trash. I mean, the majority of them, not that very good. There's only like 3 or 4 of them that I would probably hire as a head coach. But everybody else, you know, I'm sitting there, I'm looking at Angel Reese bring the ball up the court. I'm like, y'all not gonna press her? I'm looking at Chicago Sky. This is the example of the team that I'm talking about. I'm looking at Chicago Sky, and I'm saying, hold up. Wait a minute. Y'all not going to full court press? Chicago Sky doesn't have a true point guard, right? They don't really have a true point guard with because they lost Vanderbilt, right? So they don't have a true point guard. So my first question I'm asking is, yo, they don't have a point guard. Hey, let's press them. Let's trap them off the rip because they're going to have a problem getting the ball up court. Right? And I'm sitting there, and last night, I'm sitting there watching Angel Reese bring the ball up and just go straight to the hole off Derrick Hamby, hit it with one little, and go to the hole of Derrick Hamby, and shooting almost a wide open layup. And I'm looking at the coach of LA Sparks like, you're not going to press her? You're not going to guard her? You're not going to guard her 90 feet? And that's another thing. And tonight, I'm going to give y'all the playbook of how to stop Angel Reese. I'm going to give y'all that later tonight. But that's not what happens when Caitlin gets off the bus. All this, she's the 9th best point guard. Listen, none of the point guards guard her. None of the point guards guard Caitlin Clark. Everybody, we about to go on this list because I got the list. I have the list of the players that they have above Caitlin Clark. None of these players on this list guards Caitlin Clark. 0%. None of them. Why? Because the playbook for Caitlin Clark is to get a taller defender, a wing, and guard her 90 feet. And then if they run high screen roll, what they're doing now, and they'll try to quick trap her to get the ball out of her hands. That's why you see Aaliyah, Lexi, and Kelsey with wide open shots a lot of times. Because once they trap her, that means that somebody's gonna be open. So if you kick the ball out and you reverse it or you kick it out, that means either Aaliyah's gonna get a layup, or if they crash down when Aaliyah gets the ball, somebody's gonna get an open three. But our number one goal priority when this game comes is to press Caitlin Clark 40 feet. I'm sorry, 90 feet. She's shooting for 40. Isn't this true story? The best defender is going on Caitlin Clark. I'm watching the game. The best defender is not going on Skylar Diggins. They're not putting Ron Howard on Skylar Diggins. But they'll put the best defender every night is going to Caitlin Clark. Their best wing defender, you got Caitlin. But some kind of way, she's 9th. The only way to stop Caitlin Clark is to foul her and try to beat her up. But the way the WNBA ladies are sitting here saying that she's worse than Natasha Cloud, who she just gave the business to. Stop it. That's my boy Benny would say, stop it, man. Stop it. Once again, the WNBAs have shown that displeasure and that dislike for the best thing that's happening for them in the WNBA. And it makes no sense. It makes no sense. 1.3 million, the most votes ever. It's not even been close. Even Nafisa Collier got one of the most votes. It's not even close. And they still can't see that this is the best for their game. They still can't see it. And it's not just the players, it's the coaches and it's the organizations too that can't see it. Go to the split screen. We got to really talk about this. We got to talk about this for real. We got to really talk. Go to split screen. Let's get to it. Now these are the numbers. This here is the bracket. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm trying to make it large enough so you guys can see it. Let me see if I can bring it down. Make it a little bit bigger. All right, can you guys? Hopefully, you guys can see that and bring it over just a little bit more. All right. Because I want you guys to get the full gist of what it is. Okay. So hopefully you guys can see it. Maybe not. But if not, it's okay. All right. What they have is they have the players. And on the right, it's the weighted score. That means that it's a totality. So what I think it is, I think you get a 25%. Let me see. I was looking at the news and it said I think you get 25% fans and let me go and break it back up. Let's bring it. Yeah, just go ahead and break it back up. All right. So yeah. All right. The process of voting is all right. So the Clark finishes second among players, largely because the fan votes amount for 50% of the votes to determine the starters. But it was Dallas wing rookie Paige Beckers, the number 1 overall pick, the WNBA drafted, taking the top spot after finishing second in fan rank, 5th in media, and 4th in player rank among the teams. Right now, the thing is, the fans had, did they get 50%? You get the fan rate, the media rank, and you get the players rank. She was the fan rate. So you get a percentage of each one of those to be able to be the starter, right? And the fan ranks higher than all the other ranks. I think it's 25% for the players and 25% for the media after the fan rank. Okay, so you understand what I'm saying there. Now, what we have here is at the end of the day, what they did was they came back and with the fan rank, Caitlin was number 1 by a long shot. It wasn't even close. It really wasn't. It wasn't even remotely close. She's number 1 by a long shot. But once you put all the numbers together, including the fan rank, the media rank, and the players rank, now you get who are the top players and what position that they're supposed to be in. So now, once you get all those in the game, now you look at the ranks and you have ranked Caitlin is number 2 because the weighted score was 3.25, and she dropped to number 2 because of the players rank. Now, the fans had Paige Beckers ranked number 2. The media had number 5. But the players had her ranked number 4, so they put her up as the top position because she had the top 3 in the top 3 categories. Caitlin was number 1 in the fan rank, number 3 in the media rank, and I'll tell you who the media rank number 2, which I understand. I ain't even mad at them in number 2. She's number 3. I am mad at the number 1 though. I am not mad at number 1. All right, but she's number 3, and then her player rank in the was number 9. Then you had number 3 was Sabrina Ionescu, who was fan rank number 5, media rank number 2, and then you had the player rank at number 2. So the players had Sabrina Ionescu at number 2 overall. She's the number 2 guard, and we're talking guards respectfully. Okay, so let's go over who they had number 1. Number 1, the players had Alicia Gray ranked number 1. Number 2, and let's go through. Let's go ahead and do it this way. Yeah, go to split and let's look at it. Let's look at some of the numbers. All right. So if we go look at the numbers here. All right, there we go. You have Caitlin that's averaging 18.2 points, 9 rebounds. Now she's shooting bad, 40% from the field goals and 30% from 3. Okay. 18, 5, 8, and 1.6 steals. Now that's Caitlin Clark's numbers. Now people are saying that Caitlin Clark should not be an All-Star. I'm looking at y'all like y'all are ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So they say Caitlin is not a librarian. So they said Caitlin Clark should not be. Also, I'm looking like, man, yeah, just stop. You don't know basketball. Okay? You don't know basketball. But 18.2 points, 5 rebounds, and 8.9 assists. Now, if you go and look at the last 2 games, really, the last couple of games have been the games where Caitlin has struggled. Because last game she had 6 points. Before then, she was averaging about 20 points a game. That 6 points is 2 games that's hurt her. That 6-point game and then that 11-point game that she had, where she still had 9 assists, she kept the assist up, but she didn't do well rebounding. She only had 2 rebounds that game, and she only had 1 rebound against Connecticut. So if you take away a couple of bad games, Caitlin is still averaging about 20 points, 10 rebounds, and I mean 20 points, close to 10 assists, and still at 5 rebounds. Her last 2 games, she's 1 for what? 1 for 27 in threes? So, yeah, her average is a little down because she's slumping. But even in a slump, she's still averaging 18, 9, and 5. And that's with her slumping. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe. Thank you guys for coming. Hit the like and subscribe. If you're here, hit the like and subscribe. And that's why she's slumping. So you mean to tell me someone averaging 18, 9, and 5 shouldn't be I mean, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But let's see who the players that they had in front of her. Now, I put them in order. They had Paige Buckets as being the #1 guard in the W, the rookie. Now, Paige Buckets is a beast. She can ball. Let's not act like Paige Buckets ain't balling. She's averaging 18.4 points. So she's a couple of points ahead of Caitlin. 4 rebounds. So she's got less rebounds than Caitlin. And she has 5.8 assists. She has 4 less rebounds. I mean, she has about 3 less assists than Caitlin and 1.8 steals. So they're pretty similar in steals. And her team has only won, 2 games? The team's only won 2 games. No, 5-13. They're 5-13. And one of the worst teams in the league. And you're going to see that a lot, right? But this is what I'm trying to tell you. So the NBA players have said Paige Buckets as a rookie is better than Caitlin. Caitlin has had in the last 3 games her worst shooting ever in her career in the last 3 games, and you still say, oh, well, she's better. Y'all got to stop it. Let's go next. I want this video to be all day, but Sabrina Ionescu, fantastic player. Love her. I love Paige too. I think Paige is a beast. I enjoyed watching Paige when they played in Indiana. I thought Paige played very well. Let's go. Sabrina Ionescu, 18.6 points. Okay. So 18.6, we say we give her 19, so 1 point more than Caitlin. 4 rebounds, really 18 points. We just say both of them 18 points. 4 rebounds, Caitlin has more rebounds. 5 assists, Caitlin has more assists, and 1 point more steals. And they're 11-5. The numbers are right there together. But some kind of way, Caitlin Clark has dropped the 9th. Let's see who else they say was better. Alicia Gray. Now, this is who the women said was the best guard in the WNBA. #1 ranked by the ladies. #1 ranked by the ladies. The best guard in the WNBA. If I'm not mistaken, she's #1. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. Yep, Alicia Gray is ranked as the #1 guard amongst the players. I'm sorry, Paige Buckets was ranked #4, but she still was ranked above Caitlin. So Alicia Gray was #1, ranked among players. Then you had #2, Sabrina Ionescu. That's great. Now let's look at Alicia Gray's numbers. Alicia Gray is having the career. This is career numbers for Alicia Gray. This is what her. She's been here since 2017, so it's like her 8th year in the league. This is her 8th year. And I like Alicia Gray. And she's very likable. She's probably one of the most likable persons. She comes from Sandusville, Georgia. Sandusville has the sweetest people in the world. I just spoke there this past week, yesterday. And I'm talking about some of the nicest people in the world. Some of the nicest people in the world. The nicest. I'm talking about some of the nicest. And Sandusville has a little pipe where it's on the side of the highway, where if you stop, it's like water flowing. It's like spring water. And man, you go to the little pipe and you turn the little thing and the spring water fall out and the water's cold. Man, it's some of the best water you feel like your life. Some of the best water you can have in your life. But Alicia Gray's from Sandusville, Georgia. And she's having a phenomenal year. Best year of her career. She's averaging 19 points, a point more than Caitlin, 5.4 rebounds, 0.4 rebounds better than Caitlin. But look at this. Kaylin averages 5 more assists and almost 0.8, almost a full point, 0.7 more steals on defensive end. And Kaylin's not a defensive player. But this is the person that they have as the number one person, the number one player, the number one guard in the league. And it's simply because she's likable. They like her better. Now, does Alicia Gray move the needle past being likable? No. I like Alicia Gray. She's phenomenal. But when it comes to like, hey, you turning that game on to watch Alicia Gray? Probably not. I will. I have been watching Atlanta. I do, and I like Mariah Howard too. I like both of them. But I'm not like, I didn't know who she was before last year's All-Star team. No idea. And I heard that Country Southern draw. I was like, yo, I like her. Then she won both the skills challenge and the 3-point contest back to back, and I was like, yo, that's impressive. But now y'all try to say she's the number one guard in the W. That's wild. Let's see who else they had. Number 3. Who was number 3? Ready? I should have a drum roll to say number 3. Ooh. The number 3 that they had was Skylar Diggins. Okay, cool. Let's get Skylar's number. Skylar Diggins. Skylar's averaging 18.9 points, 6 assists, and 1.2 steals. So once again, points right there together. Rebounds, 2.2 rebounds. Kaylin's averaging 5. 6 assists. Kaylin's averaging almost 9. And 1 steal. Kaylin's averaging almost 2. What are we talking about here, ladies and gentlemen? And what are we talking about? Does the Storm have a better record? Yes, they do. They're 10-7, and Caitlin Clark is 8-8. But if you know anything, Caitlin's team is what, 3-7 without 3-5 without her. She's been hurt. But this is the stuff that we're talking about. Let's keep going. Let's go. Let's finish up. The other person, now Kelsey Plum, they had. I like Kelsey. Kelsey's averaging 20 points, 3 rebounds, 5.6 assists. They killed Kelsey too. They had Kelsey at number 16, which is ridiculously crazy. That's crazy. I don't know what Kelsey's done, but they really hate on Kelsey. That's crazy. Kelsey might be a big more egregious. Egregious. She might be more egregious than Caitlin Clark. They got Caitlin at number 16. And that's largely, I understand, largely because their team is trash. But at the end of the day, she's still having a phenomenal year. She just got some players that, they're not good. We saw Derrica Hamby just get it handed to her last night by Angel Reese. And this is the second game in a row. They ought to be ashamed of themselves throwing Kelsey like that. Kelsey's better. And I think Kelsey leaving, Asia Wilson, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's a click league that y'all got to understand. This is definitely a click league. This is a clickers league. And if you get in the bad side, you know what I'm saying? And then, when Asia was talking about, your white privilege and all that, oh, man. Oh, it was over. And then Kelsey left it with the loss. Oh, yes, it was definitely over. It was over. It's a click league. The league is full of clicks. And y'all got to remember, whoa, hold up. Thank you, Lord. Hold up. Wait a minute. It's definitely clickish. It's definitely clickish. We're going to talk about why it's clickish. Because Alicia Gray is they said Alicia Gray is the number 1 guard in the league. The number 1. Now, who is Alicia Gray's really, really close friend, if y'all remember? Do y'all remember who Alicia Gray's best friend is? Now it's starting to make more sense to me. Now is the click strikes again. The click strikes again. Because we know. Hold on, I gotta show y'all this. Make sure y'all before I give y'all this, y'all gotta hit the like and subscribe button. Because if you know where I'm going, chat, you gotta let me know if you know where I'm going, chat. Alicia Gray's really close friends with somebody in the league. And it just hit me when I was talking about Kelsey Plum. I was like, dog, Kelsey's 16th and she's averaging 20 points a game. Are you kidding me? She's averaging more points than Alicia Gray. Oh, man. This league is trash, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. Kelsey Plum is averaging 20.6 points, 5.6 assists, and 3 rebounds and 1.5 steals. Go ahead and get Alicia Gray. Alicia Gray's averaging 19 points, 4 assists, and 0 point. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, this is bad. The WNBA is bad. The WNBA is trash, y'all. It's click to the WNBA. These players, this is why the WNBA has not gotten ahead. These players are trash. These players are trash, dog. Hey, I'm not in preaching mode yet, David, but we about to get there. We about to really expose the devil. We about to expose the devil. These players are trash. This is all about clickbait. This is all about clicks. It's about clicks. And the WNBA players have a whole bunch of people that's in clicks. And I've been trying to tell you, they got to get rid of some of them. And we know that there is a hierarchy that's been in the WNBA. And this is why people get mad. Oh, talk this King Joe. Y'all got to hit the like and subscribe because I'm giving y'all something that ain't nobody else going to tell y'all. I'm going to put y'all on game that ain't a lot of people saying. I'm going to break down something that a lot of people talking about. And none of the other case, I ain't heard this on any of the broadcasts. So y'all can say, oh, he's still in so-and-so. Nope, this is King Joe. This just hit me live in the chart. The issue that's going on in the WNBA is they have player clicks. And the player clicks that they love, y'all know who's the top dog in their player clicks, is one Asia Wilson. And the reason why they have Alicia Gray as the top point guard, and she's having a phenomenal season. Phenomenal season. But Alicia Gray just happens to be split screen. She just happens to be, hit me with that split screen. Y'all ready? She just happens to be close friends with Asia Wilson. They're from both South Carolina Gamecocks. They have a strong bond supporting. And I had to remember each other. It just hit me. I'm talking about literally live. This is when y'all see something hit y'all live on the air. It just literally hit me on the air. I remember last year when Alicia Gray won the three-point contest. And she won the skills challenge. And we saw Asia Wilson on the sideline like, yeah, my girl. She's a part of the clique. Caitlin isn't a part of the clique. Oh. Crazy. Y'all shouldn't even thumbs up in there. I need thumbs up all over the building. The reason why they're doing this, the WNBA players have cliques. It's a clique society. That's why DeWanna Bonner was trying to get out of town. Right? Because DeWanna Bonner was getting too close to the Caitlin Clark and the NFL. And the NFL people are great people. Great people. And when she got benched, she kept listening to them. You need to get from Indiana, them racists and all that. And they ain't pro-black women. And they ain't all this stuff that they've been saying. And I've been telling y'all since the beginning, the issue has been that the fact that, listen, the black women in the WNBA have issues with Caitlin getting all those accolades. Asia's a champion. Right? That's what they throw in our face all the time. Well, Asia Reese is a champion. We won NCAA tournaments. Our team was loaded. That's what they keep throwing in our face. And we look at them and they're like, well, you in the W now. Last year, they kept telling us, we was like, man, we ain't seen nobody else get beat up like this. Oh, it's a physical lead all over the league. Look what they did. Look how they was like, but they ain't beating the black, they beating Caitlin. They ain't guarding like it. Oh, it's just a little bit of a hazing. It's just earning us stripes. That's what they try to tell us. But no, she's not a part of the clique. They don't like her. She hadn't bitten the knee. She hadn't bitten the knee. This ain't even, and listen, it ain't even a conspiracy theory anymore. We have factual data to back up the claims that we're saying. They have her at number 9. Kelsey Plum is having a 20-point. Wait a minute. This is crazy. This is wild. Kelsey Plum, I wasn't even speaking of, I was just looking at the numbers. I'm like, Kelsey Plum It's averaging 20 points, 5 points, assists, 3 rebounds, and a steal. And they have her 16th. But she done fell out of good graces with Asia. She done fell out of no. What got Paige? Listen. August, what's up? August, what's up? Mark, what's up? Everybody in the chat. Y'all got an independent Aquarium. What's going on? What's going on, August? VVS, what's up? How that people in the chat? Chat's got it going on. What's up, chat? Listen. Listen. The issue is they have clicks in the W. And these cliques in the W have gotten together and they say, we don't like her. And that's how I'm telling y'all, listen, dog. If y'all don't know, listen to me. Listen. If y'all don't know, man, listen. I was talking to, I got jokes. This is a joke, but this is probably inappropriate, but I'm telling it anyway. And it's not bad. Listen, you're right, VVS. The hazing is supposed to end after the rookie season. It's still going on. They still beating up. That's really the only way they can beat her. They gotta guard her 90 feet, and they gotta play physical. They gotta hold her. They gotta do everything that's within the confines of the referees allowing. Because the referees called it straight, man, them girls will be fouled out. That'd be like the Tasha Cloud last game. What'd she do? She fouled out. The first game, they let her get away with it. The second game, she was out of there. Because they know they can't just let Caitlin get the ball, pass the ball, and let Caitlin run up the court without putting somebody on her. If not, she's going to go off. They ain't going to let Caitlin bring the ball up like they let Angel. Y'all lost your mind. Soon as she get the ball. Y'all remember Aaron Madonna that's not a part of us. Remember Aaron Madonna shot a free throw and then had another free throw was already on Caitlin 90 feet? And Caitlin was like, girl, you got to shoot the free throw. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that? The coaches are in on it too. You know why? Because the coaches need the players. The coaches need the players. The whole league is this is bad. This is bad. And this is the thing. They're not smart enough not to tell on themselves. That's the crazy thing. They're not smart enough to cover it up. They're Malik Beasley. That's hilariously funny to me. That's hilarious. They're not smart enough to cover this up. Hey, I'll give y'all top 10 journalism right now. The WNBA have a bunch of cliques. And I don't know what Kelsey Plum did. I don't know because she decided to leave the Aces. But y'all remember they blamed a lot of the Aces loss last year on Kelsey Plum. And y'all remember that whole thing when that video got up where Agent Wilson was talking about Kelsey. Do we have that video? We might have that video. Y'all remember when Agent Wilson was talking to Kelsey Plum about white privilege? And Kelsey Plum did go, yeah, girl, you right. We got white privilege. Kelsey Plum was like, word? Do we have that video? Let's see if we can find that video, Agent Wilson, white privilege. If I'm not mistaken, she might have been talking about, wait a minute. She might have been talking about Paige Buckets there. Wait a minute. Y'all, listen, this is top tier journalism. Yeah, we got it. We got the video. Oh, we can play that. Play that. It's on you. Play that. Let's listen. Oh, share, split screen. Please. Hold on. Wait. We got the video. Hold on. We need to edit it. We need to add the system audio with it. Okay, here we go.
Us as black women, Paige reminds me a lot of you. Like, you say you're not really about me. And she knows how her privilege has gotten her to that point. And also, like, she's good at basketball, obviously. But, like, she understands her privilege. It's like what pushes her over the top, in a sense. It reminds me a lot of you. And I mean, that's a compliment.
Wait a minute, play it one more time so they can get it. She's talking about Paige Beckers.
Us as black women, Paige reminds me a lot of you. Like, you say you're not really about me. And she knows how her privilege has gotten her to that point. And also, like, she's good at basketball, obviously. But, like, she understands her privilege. It's like what pushes her over the top, in a sense. It reminds me a lot of you. And I mean, that's a compliment.
Y'all remember that? She... That's crazy. That's crazy. Listen, guys, y'all should be hitting the like button on that. Listen, listen, Kelsey, I don't know what Kelsey Plum did, right? And Kelsey's like, oh, thank you. Angel Wilson sat there and told y'all what she broke it down. Then we need to play it again. Let's play it one more time, just in case they didn't get it. She sat there and told you guys, listen, Paige Beckers, she can ball, yes. But what we really like it, what pushes her up on top, it's the fact of she understands her white privilege. She understands, hey, she's got there because of white privilege, and she understands she can tote the line. This is click. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is why people do not support the WNBA. This is bad. And they're not smart enough to understand that this is why people don't support you guys. We're undercover. They got Kelsey Plum as number 16 guard. And she's averaging 20 points, 5%. That's crazy. That is crazy. Number 16, she's averaging 20 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, and 1.5 steals. Boy, y'all better pay attention to what we talking about tonight. Y'all should be calling people and say, hey, y'all better tune in to Key right now. Key breaking some stuff down at 12 o'clock in the a.m. There ain't nobody else selling us. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. This is problematic. All the way around. And we knew it. We've been calling this for years. The last 2 years we've been calling it. We've been saying, hey, they don't like Caitlin Clark because she's white. And she won't bend the knee. And the majority of her fan base, and I'm going to tell y'all this, the lie is that all Caitlin Clark fan base is white people. That is the biggest lie in the world. That's not true. That's not true at all. That's not true. That's not true. That's a bad stereotype. That's a horrible stereotype. I know plenty of African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Latin Americans, whatever you want to call it. I know plenty of other ethnicities that love Caitlin Elizabeth Clark. Caitlin Elizabeth. And this is the issue that we have. The WNBA is full of cliques. And I mean SLIQUES. Hope I spelled it right. That's the problem, guys. It is not that Caitlin is not good. It's not that. We just heard Angel say. We just heard Angel Reese. Angel Wilson. We just heard Angel Wilson say it. I'm sorry, Angel. I ain't even put you in that. We just heard Angel Wilson talk about white privilege. And how Paige Beckers reminds her of white privilege. That's crazy. I mean, I couldn't make it up. I mean, I'm sitting here trying to, like, I was sitting here literally looking like, oh, they got Kelsey Plum number 16. And Mark, you actually brought it out. Mark, when you said it in the chat, I was like, I didn't even register with me. I look back and you said in the chat, I look back and said, dawg, they got Kelsey Plum at number 16. What did she do? Who did she piss off? She done got on somebody's bad side. No way. No way. How you know this, King? Because if we go to the front court, guess who's number 1? And she's having a bad year. Guess who's number 1? Angel Wilson is the number 1 front court player in the WNBA. Not by the fans, but by her own peers, she's number one. And you tell me what year is Asia? You tell me this year, maybe last year, yes, she's averaging 21.6 points, almost 22 points a game, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1.9 steals. She's playing amazing. But y'all trying to tell me A'ja Wilson is playing better than Nafisa Collier this year? Who's averaging 24 points. Listen to me now. Let's do the numbers. Put it on the screen. Split it. This is clickish. Man, because we're going to say it's our own. It's not just they don't like it. They have a click and order, and this is why a lot of fans are not fans of the W. A'ja Wilson is averaging 21.6 points, 10 rebounds, 3.8 assists, and 1.9 steals. They have A'ja Wilson as the number one Frontcourt player in the W. And I was trying to figure out, not last year, baby. Year before that, definitely. But come on, this year, how is she above Nafisa Collier? Tell me. Y'all should have thumbs up. Thumbs up on this. How is A'ja Wilson above Nafisa Collier? Everybody else knows. The media, everybody else knows. Wait. Let's see what the media ranked there. Wait. Let's go. See what the media ranked. The media. Nope. The media ranked the number 2 too. It's a click. I'm telling y'all together. They together. It's a click, man. It's a click. It's a click. There's no way that A'ja Wilson should be. A'ja Wilson's team is not playing well this year, according to their standards. They're not playing well at all, according to their standards. Wait a minute. Let's see what A'ja Wilson is. Let's see what their what's the name is. I need you guys to check. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all is crazy. Y'all don't want to listen. Hey, look at the numbers. Break it down. Holla at me. Holla at your boy. Nafisa Collier right now is averaging 20. A'ja Wilson, you see the numbers on there because my screen hasn't changed for you guys. So you see A'ja Wilson, she's averaging 21.6 points. Nafisa Collier is averaging 24.4 points. That's 3 more points. A'ja Wilson has 9.9 rebounds. Now she got in the rebounds by 1.5 rebound, right? 1.5 rebounds, right? The feature cost is at 8.5 rebounds. A'ja Wilson's at 3.8 assists. The feature cost is at 3.7 assists. A'ja Wilson's at 1.9 steals. The feature cost is at 1.8 steals. Now let's go to the big part. What is the team record? Nafisa Collier's team, the Minnesota Lynx record. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, make sure I got it right. It's 14-2. They're number 1 in the West. 14-2. Let's see what the Aces record is this year. The Aces are 8-8. Think about this now. You got one person whose team is 14-2, the number 1 team in the league by far. It's not even close. No, it's not close. I don't know. We'll see tomorrow night. Indiana, I think Caitlin's going to be healthy. I think the Feast is going to be healthy tomorrow night. I think Caitlin's going to play. That's my prediction. Caitlin is going to play. And I think you're going to see a great game tomorrow. But some kind of way, A'ja Wilson is still the number 1 player in the W. Even though her stats in other categories, she's 5 points off the lead. And the Physicality has been amazing, guys. You can't, I mean, if you sit there, if you watch the game and you truly about basketball and you take away everything else, the Physicality has been amazing this year. She's been amazing. And we are trying to get more people. Like, I don't mind people saying that Physicality is better than Caitlin. I'm just telling you, Caitlin Compton to be the #1 player in the WNBA. It don't matter what. I mean, right now, yeah, it might be so. They are clicking. This is about clicks. This is about clicks. And I like it. Let me say it again. I love Alicia Gray. She's from Sandersville. And Sandersville is one of the nicest people ever. I just came from there yesterday. Just spoke in Sandersville yesterday. Shout out to Oak Grove Baptist Church. Pastor Cecil Moore for allowing me to speak to the congregation. They have a mural up. I didn't even see it. We was right about, and he said, "Kid, you see the mural?" I said, "What? Alicia Gray?" I said, "That's right. Alicia Gray is from Sandersville." They got home of Alicia Gray in the mirror. They got a mirror, big old mirror when you ride around in Sandersville. But now we're sitting here and we're seeing, and it's always, whenever you have a changing of the guard, it's always going to be pushed back. There's always going to be pushback. It's always going to be people that's going to try to push back. And this is the way WNBA players, you know what I'm saying? I understand it. It's who told us? What's her name herself said last year? She said King. She said she told us last year. Diana Taurasi told us. They keep telling us and we're not listening. They're telling us exactly what's going on. They keep saying it's a fraternity. It's a sorority. They want to say fraternity so bad. It's a sorority. You know what I'm saying? It's a sorority. They're going to get mad at me. That's funny. They're going to get mad at me for saying that. But it's a sorority. You know, they wanted to be a fraternity. It's a fraternity. It's a sorority, ladies. It's a sorority. It is. And it is. And I'm telling y'all, it's nothing more petty than if you get on the bad side of a black woman. I know it's personally. I've been there. I grew up with it. And anybody that says that's not true are liars. Anybody be like, oh, he hate. I'm not hating black women. This is the truth. This is the truth. And we have on videotape Asia Wilson sitting there talking about Paige Beckers, who they put above Caitlin Clark in her rookie season. Put above Caitlin Clark in her rookie season. Don't get it twisted. Paige Beckers is phenomenal. But Paige Beckers' team right now, she has too much of a ton. Now, they did just trade in Alyssa Smith, which we all kind of been like, okay, how's this going to work? You know what I'm saying? I told you at the beginning of the year, I said, that the Alyssa Smith thing with Dejanay, it was not going to work. I told you I was not going to work it out. I said, because they're not dating anymore. They're scoring lovers. And y'all got Paige in the middle of that. And then you got Enrique. Oh, man. We knew that was going to work. I was telling y'all from the beginning of the year, that ain't going to work. Y'all got to figure that out. That ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. And then sure enough, we found out today Alyssa Smith is gone. She's out of there. She's gone to the Aces. Now Alyssa Smith's stock is going up because she's playing with Angel. But this is wild. And luckily, and I wouldn't be surprised if next year the WNBA try to change their rules. Because this is one of the few times that the fans knew better than the players. The fans kind of had it right. They was at least in the ballpark of who should be where they should be. And rather than the WNBA taking notice of this and trying to do some an investment, like, aren't we tired of seeing Chicago play on TV? They can't change the games up. They don't want to see Chicago play no more. It's like one of the most horrible display of the WNBA is the Chicago Sky. Now let's see the fans rank. They had Caitlin #1, cool. They had Paige Buckets #2. I can live with that. They had Sabrina #3. They had #3. They had Kelsey Mitchell. And we need to talk about Kelsey's having a phenomenal year. Kelsey's having a great year. A phenomenal year. They got to diss Kelsey. They had Kelsey Mitchell is out here putting up numbers. So I can't be mad at them having Kelsey up there. Kelsey's averaging 18.9 points. 2 rebounds. Lord, Kelsey got 3 assists? Boy, Kelsey got 3 assists. Listen, y'all don't know how much growth this is for Kelsey. Hey, Kelsey made a pass the other night when she passed the Ryan Howard for the winning bucket. I was like, yes, Kelsey passed the ball. We was high-fiving each other. We let it back. She passed. Jesus, yeah. Kelsey passed. That's all right. I got jokes tonight, man. Thank y'all for joining the King Joe Show, man. Thank y'all for joining the King Joe Show. It is a sorority, and this is what they have going on. I'm gonna come back tomorrow. And do the Angel Reese weather. Reese's Pieces, y'all gotta pump y'all brakes. Y'all gotta slow down. We'll talk about it tomorrow. But listen, tonight, there once again, the WNBA players strike their ugly head, and you see the hatred for Caitlin and the new hatred they have for Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum did not ingratiate herself with somebody. She's become an enemy. I don't know because she went to LA or what happened. I think that relationship may have some issues right now. Because there's no way Kelsey Plum averaging 20 points a game. They got her at number 16. Why did the black women express frustration love NBA brothers? What's the OKC Thunder's players at white? He's a girlfriend. Is it? Okay. Well, because a lot of the women don't like, men. But we're going to keep it moving, though. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it moving. That's all that. Caitlin, tomorrow night, Indiana plays the Lynx. 2 of the top players in the WNBA, 2 in the MVP candidate. Caitlin, now people try to say Caitlin's not MVP. Y'all don't lost your mind. She's still an MVP candidate. She got plenty of games to play to become an MVP candidate. Her numbers are right up there. You know what I'm saying? She's not bad. So if they keep winning, they keep doing what she's supposed to do. She put up a big game. She'd definitely be right back there in the MVP candidacy. Definitely. At this point, they try to have Asia Wilson up there ahead of Caitlin in the MVP. I'm like, that's no way possible. No. You still got 3 Olympians on your team. I'm like, Caitlin got 3 All-Stars. No, but then she got 3 Olympians, man. She got 3 gold medalists. I'm glad they aren't either. But it is a political game, and the players once again, and we kept trying to tell people they don't like Caitlin, and people keep trying to lie to our faces and tell us that it's not true. And we keep trying to tell them, like, listen, they just don't like Caitlin. And we keep telling them over and over again. They keep trying to tell us it's not true. They really do like her. Like they don't give. How many more excuses they gonna give? We were from they're hazing her. She's got it. They're just giving her love taps to get into the game. This all the stuff. And like you talking about that clothesline? That clothesline was a love tap. They voted that they don't want to be nothing. All-Star Game, all this stuff. The Me Too, they Me Too Caitlin. It's like, nah, they just want to show appreciation that they play the league too. Now, all this stuff, we really do like it. Man, we know when you don't like somebody. They put Paige, Sabrina, Alicia, Kelsey, Skylar, Kelsey, Brittany, and Natasha Cloud all before Caitlin Clark. And this crazy thing is, I like all the players on the list. I like all of them. Brittany Sykes is the way she just glides through the air, man. She's amazing, but she's 31. Natasha Cloud, I like Natasha Cloud. She just, she an offensive player. Natasha Cloud, how do they put Natasha Cloud above Caitlin? Natasha Cloud is averaging like, her averages is not even close. She shouldn't even. I'm gonna be honest with you. They're having a good year. She started the year off kind of dope, but she's falling off. Like Natasha Cloud averages 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists And they be like, "Where's the defense?" She's only got 1.5. Caitlin averages more steals than Natasha Collins. They got to stop this. Y'all got to stop it. Last time we saw Natasha Collins and Caitlin play, Caitlin put on a show. Y'all got to stop this. She put on a show. You know, so I get it. I understand, man. These are your girls and everything else, but you guys got to know that you can't win despite your face. You're cutting yourself off. And this is why men are a little bit different. We're like, all right, cool. I might not like Mike. Like, I never forget, I was watching Arsenio. I always go back to this one clip with Arsenio Hall and Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas came, and he's like, man, this dude, he's like, who, you and Magic and all this? And then Isaiah said, listen, man, we dope, but this dude, air, man. Air, bro. He's a bad boy. 20 years, 30 years later, they saying, hey, Isaiah Thomas is still saying, man, I don't like him. And they see each other, he mad, but he sit there, he recognizes, man, we all still eating because of him, though. You ain't all eating. Yeah, it's definitely something in the air, something in the water. They don't like this girl. They don't like this young lady. These players don't like them. And the ones that, in order to, it's already said, in order to, they initiated Paige Beckers at the ESPN, was it ESPN Awards, when she got up there talking about the black players that set the form and loving black players and loving each other. They initiated Paige Beckers right then and said, welcome to the family. And Asia Wilson came back and gave the okay. It's almost like a women's basketball Illuminati. It's almost like a women's basketball Illuminati. Angel Wilson gave her the okay when she said, you see, Paige, she can ball. But it's the fact that she denounces her white privilege. She understands her white privileges that takes us over the top. Y'all gotta pay attention to what these cats be telling y'all. They be telling y'all the truth. Why all these other people got shoes before Caitlin? Why? They just not started. They still ain't came out with Caitlin shoe. They do. She's released the Kobe edition. He said Caitlin is worth $40 million. That's what I'm trying. Hey, independent. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Like, at the end of the day, man, I don't care if you white, black. Like I said, I like all of them. Like, I like Surrey. Surrey glides, man. I appreciate. She reminded me of point guard Regis. What was Regis' last name? Regis that used to play for Dublin. He wouldn't dunk, but he would glide through there. Just figure it out. It didn't look so pretty, him gliding. That's how Surrey plays. She glides, man. But she's 31. Great player. I like Paige. Paige was amazing against the Indiana. And this Indiana played better. Kelsey Mitchell played better. Aaliyah Boston was better. And the hate that Aaliyah's getting is ridiculous. You gotta be kidding me. It makes no sense whatsoever. And it's all because she's on Indiana. And it's what Sophie Cunningham said when she said, hey, nobody likes us. So we have to. I've been telling you, I told you, I said the whole thing with Nuwana Bonner and Caitlin Clark might be struggling because who else she got to lean on? Don't nobody else in the league like her. Sophie Cunningham, how many people got to tell y'all, how many people, listen, not my fans, not the chat, but I'm talking to the general. I'm talking to the people because I know they watch. I know all the pieces and the Asia Wilson fans. I know they watch. I know it because you know how I know because they keep stealing my taglines. They keep stealing my page buckets. I've been saying that for 3 years, 4 years. My Reese's Pieces. They keep saying, I know y'all watching. So listen to what I'm saying. It's obvious now. You can't hide behind we don't like her anymore. I don't want to see Monica McNutt get on TV talking about, hey, when we stop saying, well, oh, I'm going to lose it if they say they don't like it. They don't like her, Monica. McNugget, they don't like her. Stop being a little punk on TV and tell the truth. They don't like her. Stop trying to acquiesce to these women. I understand. You just signed $100 million. Maybe not. Keep your $100 million, dog. I ain't never mad at nobody making business decisions. Keep making your business decisions, dog. But keep it real. You got your own show, too. You can keep it real on. And just say, hey, man, they don't like her. Actually, Steven, you might need to start doing a little bit more, going back to your roots and saying stuff that you used to say. Because you're losing popularity because people know that you just now about the money. Before we used to be like, man, that joker really said, like, you know, we like, hey. They don't. You sit there and get all that bit. I'm the executive producer, blah, 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 blah. And you let them women punk you on the daily. Stand up and say the truth. They don't like her. And this is another cog. This is another little nugget. This is another a hint of proof. Because the only way we can tell somebody's intent of the heart is because of what they do. Like, you know, how they act, how they perceive, or, you know, what are their actions? What do they show you? What are their characteristics that they do over and over again? Right? That's how we can tell, like, all right, if they're legit or not. All right, this is how they really feel because they keep doing the same thing. This is their habit. This is something that they do over and over again. And as much as y'all try to sit there and say these women don't like, these women love Caitlyn, it's all love, blah, 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 that's BS. We know it's bull. Stop saying it. We know they don't like her. How many times are we going to have these little votes? How many times are we going to have these little charts? How many times are we going to have these little issues? How many times are we going to have somebody punch her in the face? How many times are you going to get poked in the eye? How many times are you going to get body slammed by somebody else? Shout out to old buddy, I know Ben, and then I forgot the other guy that put the video out that show where when Natasha Howard hit Agumake in the face and half the Fever team ran over to hip Agumake, and then when Caitlyn got knocked out, they ain't even go and see if she's okay. And then Sophie Cunningham came back and really admitted it. That's why we got to listen to what people say. That's why I tell people. There's a lot of people that does this YouTube thing, but they ain't really reporters. Like, they don't really pay attention. They just be copying what other people say. They see something, oh, that's a good idea. Let me say it too. But when we sat there and we saw Sophie Cunningham, I literally saw Sophie Cunningham sit there and say, hey, man, we got little islands on the team. And then the next game, Sophie comes out with the, what was it, Les Tress 3 milk shirt. And it was her, Caitlyn, Sophie, and Lexi. Then we see old girl get punched in the face. And who ran into her? Tasha ran into her. Kelsey ran into her. We sat there and watched it. We're like, but y'all don't even pick up your own player. But y'all want to see it every time. Last time I saw Monica McNutt on TV, they're like, if y'all was going to say they hate Caitlyn, I was about to look. They hate her. Lose it. I don't care. The truth is the truth. Stop being delusional. Stop it. That don't mean they hate. Yes, it does. What other reason? They ain't treating nobody else like this consistently. They be having one-off. See, I told y'all, everybody go through this. Man, shut up. That's one-off. They just do that once a year. Kayla got this every other game. 5 times a year. Patrick said, I got the shirt coming. I need that shirt too, Patrick. Tell me how to get it. I don't went past my time. I'm having a good time. I'm in my zone tonight. I'm in my zone because we've really opened up. Tres Leches was the shirt. Tres Leches. Thanks, babe. That's my baby. I can put my. That's what y'all don't know who my baby is. This is my baby right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put my baby because some idiot would be like, well, you don't like black women. That's my baby. That's my Zadi baby. Just want to let y'all know. She got the wrong last name on it. You need to change that. It's not that anymore. It's Jordn. You need to fix that spelling of that last name. That's my exotic queen there, y'all. She be looking. She peeps in every night. They just make sure on porch like, baby, it's Tres Leches. Tres Leches. But that's the thing. But that's how we legitimately sit there and we hear the media, the league, try to cover their bases and throw rocks and then try to hide their hands. Like, and we're like, wait a minute, no. You just threw a rock. You just threw a rock. You're not going to throw a rock at you. You got to stand on that. You got to stand on that. And then we saw the next game. Y'all talk about the next game. Who was that? They kind of had a similar situation. And Chelsea and Marina both went to the players like, girl, we agree with you. The refs should have called that. That might have been Paige. They was like, girl, we agree with you. The refs should have called that. And I was sitting there like, this is wild. I mean, it's good for me because I get content. But but as a fan of the player, it's like, yo, this is crazy though. This is crazy. This is crazy. And I understand. And then, because don't say it's jealousy. It is definitely jealousy. It's either jealousy or fear one. I wish somebody on ESPN would stand up and say, hey man, I don't care that you don't like what I'm saying. It is my opinion. Am I able to have an opinion or not? Am I hired to have a take of my professional opinion or not? Just like it's your opinion that they're not jealous or they don't hate her. It is my opinion by what I'm showing, and I have these situations to back up my claim of they don't like her. Yeah, it's probably some jealousy. And if we really laid all the cards on the table, and we put all the cards on the table, I guarantee you I can make a better I can give it a better case of them not liking her than you can give a case of them liking her or embracing her. How many things we got to point out? We got to point out at the beginning when she was getting all the fouls and she wasn't getting the calls and they was picking up 100 feet and they was abusing. They was giving her the I call it the Patrick Beverly Lonzo Ball treatment. They was giving the Patrick Beverly Lonzo Ball treatment. Patrick Beverly came out and said, "Hey man, I had an extra little fire because of Lonzo Ball's dad." We agree. We seen that. We saw that at the beginning of the year. We saw when the Olympics came up and when Caitlin was out there balling. We saw when the Olympics came up. And when the Olympic team, when the report came out that the players on the team said they wouldn't feel comfortable with Caitlin Clark being on the team. They felt like it would be a distraction, and they already had a team together of players that they knew could win the gold. And we was like, hey, man, y'all hadn't lost. How would that be a distraction? It's good for the game. And rather than it being good and saying, okay, cool, we want it, it's good for the game, let's grow the game, grow the league and all that, they would rather not have her on the game, not rather have her on the team because of what? It wasn't a part of their plan and it wasn't a part of the clique. We don't need her. Then you should have then put guards that average 0 points. 2 points during the whole Olympics. Okay, that's number 3. Number 4, they came the best players of the year. They All-Star votes last year. Once again, they hated on Caitlin then. The players don't rank her as a top player. The players don't see her as a top player. She'll be there one day. She's not a top player. How many times, over and over and over again, how many times do we have to sit here and sit there and say, well, and you make excuses for each and every last one of them. And we know Stephen A. know, Perk know, all the men in the building know. Colin, no. The cats that really got control over their shows, they tell the truth. And they be like, man, these girls don't like her. And I like Stephen A, but Stephen, you ain't the same as you was in the Best D Sports Show. And see, if y'all know, Stephen A was really on the Best D Sports Show on Fox before he went to ESPN. That's what Stephen A used to go off on, brother. Now, if it's a brother, they allow Stephen A to say whatever he want to say. He can call LeBron James everything, that one of the greatest players in the NBA, everything but a child of God. But let me say that child, but he can't sit there and say, hey, these WNBA players, man, they don't like her. He got all these sources that he can bring up and talk about everything else. This is why we know they are some BS. He got all these sources where he can bring up and say everything else, but not one source has told him that, hey, man, they don't like this girl. I find that hard to believe. As much as women talk, I know there's women that'll be like, man, I don't like that girl. And Oguma K that's on ESPN, Manugget, and what's the other lady? They up there covering for him. She didn't mean that. They put the Brittany Griner in his line. Brittany Griner said, effing white girl. And then it's like, did you say that? I did not say that. I would never. There's no space for hate. No space for hate. We got to take our word. That's crazy. She didn't say that. But we got it on video. Oh, no, I didn't. That's not what I said. I would never say such a thing. Never. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. We boo-boo the fools here. They like her. They really like her. They ingratiate herself. Come on, man, stop. They got her number 9. The actual All-Star cap. Caitlin Clark would not be starting. Let's check this out. If it wasn't for us that voted, if it wasn't for the ones that voted Caitlin Clark, right? And in record numbers, Caitlin Clark would not be starting. The only reason Caitlin Clark is starting right now is because her and the Physicality women, the Physicality would be kind of starting. Yeah, she's number 2. She would have started. Asia Wilson would have, if it wasn't for us, it would be Asia Wilson picking against Caitlin Clark. Now, I think that would be very dynamic and great for us. It would have been great. Hold on, I gotta make sure, see what's going on with Diddy. Did they come out with a verdict yet? All right, so they still deliberating. So they haven't. All right, they haven't come out. They haven't come out with a verdict yet. Okay. So I'm just saying, at the end of the day, you got to make sure that. I mean, they can lie to us and say it's not what it is when it is what it is, definitely. But we have all these little pieces of evidence, speaking of verdict, that we can make our verdict on. And this is what ESPN has to understand. We're the jury. We're the jury. This is what we have to understand, fans. We're the jury. If it wasn't for us saying, hey, we want Fecia, because we see it. We see how the team is playing. We see it, even if as a Caitlin Clark fan, I sit there and say, man, the Lynx are playing unbelievable. And the Physicality just seems like a nice, good person. It's just good. Beautiful young lady. And then, it don't seem like the Fecia has any she ain't got any gripes or anything. She just did a ball. Independent Aquaman, he said, Canada's birthday tomorrow. Hey, man, you guys celebrate, man, and y'all enjoy, man. Shout out to all my people and all the Canadians, man. Y'all enjoy y'all birthday tomorrow. Y'all enjoy. I started to throw a joke, but y'all would have got mad. I was trying to get mad. Our brothers up north, man, y'all enjoy. Y'all really, really enjoy. That's dope. That's dope. All my people in Canada, all the fans of the Canada show, man, we appreciate all the citizens from the Canada. We appreciate y'all, man. All the citizens from all the, hey, put where you're from. Put where you're from. I know we got Canada in the building. I know we got Germany in the building. I know we got different states and countries in the building. Put where you guys are from in the chat. Appreciate you guys spending time. Man, we've been over an hour and a half. This is way more than what I spent. We're going to keep going. I'm in a good mood. I'm good. Ella, just let me know when you're ready for me to go to bed. Just put in the chat. I'm ready. And then I'll be up that way. But this is what we do. So you can't sit there. You got to stop saying, hey, you know, legitimately you have to put it there. You got to stop playing us. We're the jury and we're saying, hey, we've seen enough. He says a nice country except for Nicole. Man, I like Canada, man. Canada's beautiful, man. I mean, it's beautiful. Beautiful. People are pretty nice too. But you can't sit there and play with us and feel like we hadn't had enough evidence over the last 2 years period to be like, hey, man, this is why we're making this, we're giving this verdict that they don't like her. And this right here is the latest. That's why everybody's been making the video. This is the latest. And now I finally figured out they're mad because she's not a part of the clique. She hadn't been the knee. She hadn't been in it. I wouldn't have been. What's up, Mike? She hadn't been in the knee. No, New Jersey in the building. What's up, New Jersey? That's crazy. Patrick said the USA, you know what it is. It's home team. That's crazy. She had not bent the knee. So because she had not bent the knee, Asia Wilson said it. And I don't know what Kelsey Plum did. Kelsey Plum got herself out. I think it's Kelsey Plum's reaction where she's like, you know, she reminds me a lot of you. You know, with that white privilege. Kelsey Plum's like, thank you. That joke went viral. Kelsey, I don't know if she expected Kelsey to be like, yeah, Asia, you right, man. Like, it's you black women. All props to y'all, man. I only got here because you gotta remember Kelsey Plum is just as decorated, kind of just as decorated as Asia Wilson is. They got her 16th. That's crazy. Listen, man, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I got that call. It's time to go. Thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. Just know you guys are amazing, and I appreciate you guys so much. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna get up and try to get in a quick one tomorrow. We're gonna come back and talk about Angel and the Reese's Pieces have been talking that noise. They've been talking that noise. Also, if we get a verdict tomorrow, we'll do a different show. We'll do a different show. Do one of my first outside of sports show. We'll do another political show. They'll get a verdict tomorrow. We'll cover what the verdict is. What does this mean for music? What does this mean for people that are, you know, a little freaky? We'll cover that tomorrow too. So listen, man, I thank you guys so much for tonight. I thank you guys for spending time with. We had a good time. We had a great time. I had an amazing time. I would have 90 minutes. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the numbers. Thank you for the likes. If you don't mind hitting the like and subscribe button, it would mean so much to me if you hit the like and subscribe button. Tomorrow, listen, I am coming tomorrow. I'm going to be here bright and early tomorrow. I ain't going to say bright and early. It'll be sometime, hopefully before noon. We got to schedule that. We got to keep the schedule. But tomorrow, we'll come back tomorrow. We'll talk about Angel Reese and the fact that she's put up amazing game. Angel Reese. But y'all need to chill out, Reese's Pieces. Reese's Pieces, y'all was talking noise. Y'all was in my inbox. Y'all was sending me messages. Y'all talking, oh, man, y'all was sending comments and everything. Oh, Angels and Reese's Pieces tomorrow. Me and you, we're going to have a talk. And y'all know what this talk is going to be. It's going to be, enjoy. But we're going to have a reality check. We're going to relax and bring you back down there. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all been talking a lot of noise and I just been listening. I told you over the weekend, I had a shout out once again. I got to think, before I get out of here, I got 20 seconds. I got to think Oak Grove in Sandusville, Georgia, the home of Alicia Gray for allowing me to come and speak in front of the congregation. I appreciate that. That was much needed, and the love shown was amazing. Also, I got to thank my girl Ashley and the Mental Health for Dublin for allowing me to come and appear there also, and play some music and talk and speak to them also. It was an amazing time as we celebrate the birth of our nation. We celebrate our independence, okay? Our independence in the USA. Shout out to Canada. They celebrate their independence tomorrow. Listen, we're going to celebrate ours on the 4th. But listen, shout out to everyone this weekend that came out, said, hey, King, took pictures. Shout out to everyone yesterday that came and gave hugs and took pictures of us yesterday. Y'all made me feel real special. I'm just a little country boy here, myself. But we out here giving y'all the real. Y'all know what it is, man. It's King Joe. It's the King Joe Show. You guys, y'all be blessed. Have a great night. Go for your goals. Always go for your goals. Don't ever stop going for your goals. Because success looks phenomenal on you. I want you to win. Let's win together. We all win.